Hi there, and good morning from Pensacola, Florida. Right now, myself and Dennis are going to the orthodontist, the most exciting way to start the morning. Let's go. And here we are, pulling into our family orthodontist of probably 15 plus years. This is where I got braces way back in the day, and let's see if he can fix my ailments today. Okay, so we made it back home. It turns out my teeth ailments are kind of contingent on me clenching my jaw less, so I will try to do that, but otherwise I'm pretty good. But now we're about to hop in the car. I think we're gonna go pick up some suits that Dennis had tailored and then dropped off at the dry cleaners, and then we're gonna go have some lunch downtown, I think. Okay, so we are gonna be going downtown to get some lunch at the Fish House, and then we're gonna go to Fort Pickens and to the beach. So we grabbed a football and some coolers with some drinks in it, and then also this is Dennis's boomerang. I have not thrown one of these in a long time, so I'm gonna see if it works. You ready, Dennis?
Mm-hmm. Where did I get it, Roy?
I don't know. Where do you think you got it?
Ready? Anybody's guess. Neat.
Trying to work. All right, so we just stopped off at the dry cleaner. So we got Dennis's 2 suits here that he had tailored the other day, and now we are heading off to get some lunch. All right, and we have arrived at the Fish House in the historic district of downtown Pensacola. We're gonna get some delicious seafood, and I'm excited for that. Look at all of these appetizers. This is gonna be a good meal. All right, here are the entrees. Ooh, this looks good. I also got a drink here. This is gonna be so good, so good. I'm so excited. And now this is what's left of dessert. We have a key lime pie right over here, and then a creme brulee. So that is where we were sitting, right over there, with my Fish House punch. I was able to get a free souvenir cup, so that was really cool, the one that I was drinking out of. And we're just kind of sitting right along the water, right over here. And now I think we're gonna head over to Fort Pickens, right?
Yeah.
Nice. How was your food? Was it good?
Delicious.
Awesome. All right, so we're heading down to the car, but I wanted to stop off real quick at this wall of, I guess, famous people that have eaten at the Fish House, including Mariah Carey and Shaquille O'Neal, Steve Martin, Dick Cheney, John McCain, and of course, the Power Rangers. But now it is back in the car and off to Fort Pickens. Oh no, Dennis's coats. So way over there across the bay is Fish House, and now we are in the car on the way to Fort Pickens, which I have not been to in kind of a while, so I'm excited to check it out. All right, so we made it to Pensacola Beach, and we turned on the road that's gonna lead us all the way down to Fort Pickens. And here we are, Fort Pickens. Built in 1834. 1834. Well, that's interesting. Might be exploring around this in a little bit.
Jailed here for a while.
Geronimo was?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
He was a tourist attraction.
All right, so we are heading towards Fort Pickens, which again was built in 1834, right, Dennis?
Yes.
Do you have any other fun facts in addition to that and Geronimo being held captive here?
I do. It's one of 3 forts, I believe, that were held by the North during the entire Civil War in the South.
Okay.
So, I don't know what the other 2 were, but like at the very beginning of the war, there was a Union garrison at the Navy Yard, and it wasn't that many guys, it was like 40 or something, and they just like took a boat over here, and they captured this fort, and the Confederates were never able to take it back. So that just closed the port of the city for the whole war.
Okay. Dennis and I spent a lot of time here as Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts throughout the years. We would hike here, bike here, take a boat here, camp here. This is a very, very familiar place for all of us.
I've got another fun fact.
Okay.
If you see right there, it looks like there's a wall missing.
Yeah?
That's because when they were constructing a new part of the fort, they were storing the gunpowder there, and somehow something ignited it, and it blew up that side of the fort.
This is the wall that Dennis was talking about that blew up because of the gunpowder. So it doesn't really serve as much of a fort, or it didn't after that incident. But we are now heading into the fort to explore and reacquaint ourselves, because it's kind of been a while since I've been over here. All right, so we're inside the fort now, and you can kind of see the dilapidated condition of everything. This is really cool. It's still in a pretty good condition for a 200-year-old fort. I'm pretty sure that these were used for ammunition, and they have a bunch of these tunnels that if you go down don't actually lead anywhere. They smell super, super funky. Yeah, just kind of a dead end all the way down there. And then over here too, this is probably not for the claustrophobic. I'm pretty sure that these are for ammunition because this is where they would have housed cannons in here, fired out of these windows outside. This is so cool. I just came outside there, and right up there, Dennis and my mom are walking along the wall up there. Gonna go up these stairs to meet up with them. And as soon as I make it up here, everybody else heads back down. There goes the group back inside the fort. You can kind of see that this may have been kind of a moat area in here. Either that or just kind of an outer fort and an inner fort. Alright, gonna go try to reconvene with the group. A while ago, Hurricane Ivan came through Pensacola and completely destroyed the road to get to Fort Pickens, which is on the national seashore, and really kind of messed up Fort Pickens as well. Everything was flooded, and I came here with my my scout troop at the time, and we got to kind of like wade through the water and explore the fort when it was just like in this really, really bad state, which is really cool. The inside of this part of the fort pretty much mirrors the other side as well, where over here you would have the cannons, and then over here you'd have the ammunition storage. There's so many different crawl spaces and caves, but now I'm back outside, kind of heading over to this part of Fort Pickens over here, which I'm pretty sure was, again, for more cannons. So right up there on the hill is a massive cannon that was installed in 1868, but it was never fired in combat. But these remained the primary armament at Fort Pickens and other coastal forts until the late 1880s. So that is really cool. We're gonna head up there in just a second, but I wanted to kind of show you this area too, because this is really, really neat, and you'll see why. I'm not entirely positive what this area was used for, but I'm presuming that it was for armament purposes, just because of all of these right here where a cannon would have been able to go and pivot itself and fire out here towards the Gulf, which is kind of straight across over there. Okay, so this is pretty cool over here because they've done an excavation project revealing this, which is a double arch, and this is how they kind of talk about how it distributes the weight to the vertical piers. So the weight absorbed by the piers is transferred to the reverse arch and the foundation to minimize sinkage into the sand, and they also used it so a cannon could be swung in certain directions, and then they kind of changed that once they adopted new gun carriage designs, which is the fact that, I don't know, this excavation was done to reveal that. That is pretty cool. But now I'm heading up the stairs to the giant cannon way up there. So here it is, one of the giant cannons protecting the wall. There's another one right over there. But this is what they would use to protect the Gulf in addition to the other forts that were here. They had Fort McGuire and Fort Barrancas as well, kind of protecting the Gulf and Pensacola Bay. Back over here, I think the rest of the family is heading out so we can go watch the sunset on the beach. So I guess this trip is going to be kind of expedited. Right here is the wall that was blown out because of the explosion, and this is the center part of the fort, right in here. All right, heading downstairs. Okay, I was just right up there with that cannon, and now I'm heading out. Wish I could have spent a little bit more time here, but I'm glad that I got to come and kind of relive some fun old memories. There's some cool facts that you can read on your way into and out of the fort here. Like you can see the old location of the old bastion that was that exploded in 1899 right there, as well as the fact that it was built by slaves. And then here's a cool map where you can see Fort Pickens in relation to Fort McGuire and Fort Barrancas here, kind of protecting Pensacola Bay. I've been kind of lagging behind the family because I've been taking my time a bit, but we are leaving Fort Pickens again now to head over to the beach to watch the sunset because the sun is going down, and I think I can see them over here by like the Welcome Center slash Fort Pickens Museum. That building is right there. Fort Pickens is way over there, and I caught up with Travis and Dennis and Christine, and I'm pretty sure all the parents are driving over to the beach, and they're throwing the football. So we had to walk off the road. There's Travis and Christine way over there. That's a nice throw. But we're trying to make it to, I think, the beach somewhere over here. Ideally, it would have been nice to walk along the road, but we didn't do that. Wow, that's like cinematic right there. Running into the sunset. That's kind of funny. That's my dad right there in his car. and I'm kind of lagging behind a little bit because I got a little friend here tagging along for the ride. A nice happy little cactus. We walked from all the way over there and back on the road. I don't know how we got here at the same time as my parents, but we did. Yes, I'm ready. I'm gonna catch it with one hand. Are you ready for this? Do it.
I'm punting.
You're punting?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll still try to catch it with one hand. Can you, are you doing it? Oh, you're doing it. Okay, I'm not gonna catch that.
You said you were gonna get that with one hand.
What? So here comes Christine and her parents and Travis and my dad. Dennis and my mom are heading down to the beach right over there. We're gonna watch the sunset because a beach sunset is one of the best things to see, and it feels great right now too. This is kind of the epitome of the Gulf Islands National Seashore that we're walking along to get down to the beach. I really do miss this about Pensacola a lot. Look at how serene this is. There aren't even any footprints over here. Sand dunes. We're gonna walk right over there to watch the sunset. Wow. Alright, so the sun has now set, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna make our way back to the car. Travis is throwing the football yet again. But it was a really cool sunset. We took a bunch of pictures over there by the water, which I actually did not go over to, so let me run over to that real quick. It is just so serene and peaceful over here. Wow, and it feels so temperate. It's like in the low 70s right now, but I think now we are gonna head to dinner, even though it feels like we just had lunch. We're gonna go to McGuire's Irish Pub. So now we're walking along the outermost perimeter of the fort. You can see a lighthouse kind of way over there in the distance, the Chews, and Travis and Christine are way over there, and Dennis and my mom and dad are right over there walking to their car. And again, I'm pretty positive that we're gonna be going to McGuire's. Hi, Dennis. But we did just eat, so we'll kind of see where we end up. But I hope there, because it's really good. And here we are, McGuire's Irish Pub. Right now it's me, Travis, and Dennis and Christine, and the parents are gonna be kind of following afterward. We're gonna put in our name because it's probably gonna be a really long wait. So while we are waiting for our names to be called for McGuire's, we came into a brewery across the street, and we got just a couple flights here with some variety here, so I'm super excited to try these out and then play some ping pong in a second. Okay, so we just came outside and we have been to this brewery before, right, Dennis? And they have a ping pong table out here, which means we're playing some ping pong. I'm gonna go and put our beers right over here. And you can see where they brew the beer right back over here. They even brew root beer, which is what Christine got, and I tasted it and it was really good, right? Yes. Alright, so Dennis and I are currently playing ping pong, and in addition to us playing ping pong, darn it, Christine and Travis are playing ping pong. Yeah! Alright, that's not gonna work. No! Okay, so that was fun, but now we're heading back to McGuire's, which is actually right over there, because they did call us that our table is ready, so hopefully we can meet up with the rest of the family and have some dinner. So here we are with the entire family in McGuire's. Dennis and I already have a couple drinks here, of course. I guess it's just the kind of night to get that kind of thing. We got this Irish wake, which I don't really know what comes in it, but apparently there's a reasonable amount of alcohol, and you get to keep the glass. So I have yet another souvenir glass to bring back home with me. Travis is considering getting this right here, this terrible garbage burger, which has some of everything. And I've seen him get it before, and it does indeed come with everything. I might get this grand burger here because it's only $100, but I don't know, I'm still trying to decide. So the food has arrived. I got this lamb shank here, and everybody else got some pretty traditionally Irish meals. Travis opted to get something a little bit safer than the garbage burger because he has gotten it before, and it's kind of hard to tell what's in there, but it really does come with everything, like guacamole and pickles and ice cream and cheese and eggs, and it's just an absolute mess. But it's apparently really fun for the novelty of it. So we're down there. Hi, Travis. in the grand hall, which is kind of at the end of this hallway, and I wanted to kind of turn this way to kind of show you something kind of fun about the bathrooms here. The bathrooms are really unique, and they get a lot of people a lot of the time, because you walk up to these doors and you see women, so you assume this is the women's room, but it says not the women's room. Just like this says not the men's room, it says to the men's room over here. So this is the women's restroom, and this is the men's restroom. So there's the family kind of enjoying the bathroom gag as well. And what McGuire's is actually pretty well known for is posting all of these dollars on the ceiling. It's kind of hard to see, but there are hundreds of thousands of dollar bills in every single room in here. And I've posted quite a few in here myself throughout the years. It's really neat. So we came back to this back room right here. You can see all the dollars on the ceiling. But what's really cool is that right there, that's my dollar from when I graduated high school. That was back there in that back room. And you can still see all of the dollars on the ceiling. This does not even begin to encompass all of the dollars that they have here at McGuire's. But I'm heading back out to the car with my cool souvenir mug now. This is pretty cool. Or like a souvenir, what would you call this, a mason jar? Okay, so now we are heading back to the house. It's about 10 o'clock at night. The adults are going that way, and I'm gonna go meet up with Travis, Dennis, Christine, and that's it, and me, and we're heading back home. Okay, and we are now back home. It is very late. It is about 1 o'clock in the morning. We've been playing board games, and I think everybody is heading to bed right about now. We're already in bed, so it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. Today was a really long day, full of a lot of eating, but it was a fantastic day, and I'm super excited for tomorrow too, because tomorrow is New Year's Eve, the final day of the decade. And I'm hoping it's going to be a lot of fun, which it probably will be with all these people running around the house. So, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.